We are not in Austria.
We actually went to a different country.
We are in Venice.
In Venice, yes. And actually, a very funny side fact, 3.5 years ago, when we became a couple.
Yeah. The first visa which I got in Europe was Schengen visa that was from Italy, for Venice.
Yes, our plan was to come here, but then COVID started, so we actually, did not end up here, but now
After
we are
3.5 years, finally
Yes.
in Venice.
Varun's biggest struggle, what he talks 50% of the day about.
Only one arm is getting the color, other one is turning white.
His 10 problems. He's always scared of getting 10 lines. And he just told me this is his problem, that the arm is in the sun.
I don't like decoloration or discoloration. I want even color everywhere. This arm is darker, this arm is lighter. Under the watch, I'm white.
Yeah.
But yeah.
First world problems, I would say. We are in Italy. Perfect. And we have to go, Varun,
10th floor.
to the 10th floor of this parking.
If I don't pass out by getting dizzy while driving like this.
Because he said that there's no space otherwise anymore. So, yeah, we are on a roller coaster now. Varun, please drive a little slow. Varun, please drive a little slow. So we nearly did it, number 9. And now
it's in sun.
Fuck, that
It's
is
in the sun.
so stupid.
No,
we will not
I'm
go there.
not.
No,
No.
let's go back. Okay, we will not go to the 10th floor.
It's sunny.
We will go to number 9. But Varun, there are people standing. Like, he doesn't let us do it, I think. We were rebellious and did not listen to the guy.
Yeah, he was still trying to send us to the terrace.
We went to the 9th floor now, and now we are at least on a garage place.
We're not in Austria. It's fucking boiling here.
And Venice is actually very famous. A lot of you guys probably know that there are no streets here. So all the streets are actually out of water, so no cars.
So they don't have taxis, they have gondola.
Yes. And there's a very special style of the guys who drive the gondola. They just have to stick. And with that stick, they direct them very nicely to the city.
And they actually have a uniform. This one is wearing a shirt over it. They all wear striped shirts. You can see it closely. Inside he's wearing it, but yeah.
Yes. So there's just streets for the boats and for walking, but no cars.
People have garage, but the garage is water and you park your boat.
Yes. So we are actually getting our lunch to go now.
And we specifically wanted to go to a place which is more or less like a local takeaway place and not these typical touristic restaurants.
Yes.
We have been there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's a very local place where they make their own pasta. You can choose different pastas and then the sauce on it. So it seems very nice.
Kind of a takeaway.
True.
Yes.
But yeah, let's see how
Let's see how the
tastes.
pasta is.
We found a very quiet alley now in the shade. And this is what we got. We got tagliatelle with carbonara and macaroni with
You got
caprese.
caprese, yeah.
That's it.
Now we're going to enjoy our authentic Italian pasta.
The pasta was actually, or is actually really good.
Yeah, pasta is actually really good.
That is very often that you feel like you have to go to the fanciest restaurants or something like this to get the best food. It's not true at all.
They cater to the tourists actually. Local food is usually good in these takeaway places.
Yeah, so it's very like, it's handmade amazing Italian pasta with really nice sauces.
Yeah, it's a handmade pasta actually. Yeah.
And very often for half the price or even less, and actually way tastier. I don't know. We like to do that when we're traveling, to go a little bit more to the local small takeaway places.
Dinner can be fancy, but during the day, try to eat at local places.
Yes. Mr. Kumar Cha from India here in Venice. What is this?
We're right now in the center of Venice. What is it called? Oh, fuck's sake.
Marcus
Marcellus.
Square. It's called Marcus Square.
And apparently this has the most beautiful drawing room in the world. According to Napoleon, we don't know, but that's what he thought about it.
Yes, and that's
Extremely beautiful.
the main square of Venice, like the main city, and the Basilica of it. It's actually really, really, really beautiful.
I had help from Google. I have no clue where we are.
I am complaining to Varun that he is just taking shots of Venice, but not of us.
Yeah, because the city is so beautiful. I have to record that.
Yes, but
You want to
Varun,
talk more?
what do you think about, like, what is your opinion about Venice?
Venice is actually very, but it's extremely touristic, but I can understand why. It is actually very beautiful.
Yeah, it really is.
And gondola ride, we were thinking about it, it costs around 100 euros for 1 hour. To sit in a fucking boat.
So I think we will probably not do that.
We're touristic, but not that typical touristic.
I know, and now another thing what Varun really hates when I am focusing
I'll
in.
cut it out. I'll cut everything.
Don't.
I'll edit that out.
No, you will not edit that. If you edit that out, I'm very angry. Please don't. Varun, what is this tree?
That's a tree that you find very common in Africa. And we have planted it here. They brought
Ah.
it internationally.
Perfect, thank you.
International export. They got
Varun is our tourist guide today. He will give us some real
Scam
information.
tourism, please contact me. So now in order to avoid the busy touristic streets, we are kind of lost.
Yeah, actually, when you go away from the city center, it's very empty. Like, there are nearly no people around at all.
And now we're in the streets, there's not even a single cafe.
But I think it's extremely cool here. Like,
I think local people. Only.
and it's like they are the locals living, so it's way more real. Not real.
We're more real, we're exploring the culture in empty streets where no one is there.
No, but it's nice. It's very, very nice to be on the other side of the city as well.
So please tell us finally what information you found.
Fourth trial to do this scene. No, I just told Varun that when I was here like 6-7 years ago, there were like crazy amount of pigeons everywhere in the city.
There was a tourist activity, you can buy feed and then give that to pigeons.
Yes, but I cannot see any at all anymore. And I just Googled what happened to the pigeons in Venice. And Google says that the city was introducing contraceptives to the food supply, or birds that eat, or birds that eat their
Bird feed.
eggs. So I feel like they got rid of the pigeons. I think it's sad. It was so cool at the Market Square, but yeah, it probably was a problem for the city.
Sorry for pigeons. We are in search of a cafe, in desperate need of a cafe actually, rather than search.
Both of us have to go on the toilet.
Yeah, we really have to use the washroom. But the traveler inside got us way too far from the city. And now we are struggling to find somewhere. We have been walking for almost 2 hours now.
I think at the end of the day, we probably walked 25-30 kilometers. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I can walk, but I just need a washroom right now.
Yes.
Let's see.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Iced coffee and wine.
Prosecco. It's a house Prosecco. Finally, we found a cafe.
We are probably in the most local cafe possible. There's just Italians around. It's very, very far away from.
I think it's the first cafe with the moment you leave the residential area, the first cafe towards the city.
Yes.
Which says very friendly staff.
Very
Italian
friendly
hospitality
staff.
is actually really good.
And very nice iced coffee. Yeah. It's nice. And no tourists actually.
So now we'll enjoy our drinks and take some breath. It's extremely hot here. it might sound like we're saying all the time non-touristic, but now we've found out why. And we were correct to go to a non-touristic place.
We just paid €7 for 2 Prosecco and 1 coffee. And
10 minutes to the city center. You will have 1 Prosecco for 8 or 9 euros.
Yes, it's crazy. Like,
extremely friendly staff, good service, and such cheap price.
it really
In
makes
Venice.
sense to go a little bit always away from the touristy places. It's sometimes way nicer and way cheaper.
Yes.
Some Italian gelato. Pistachio and yogurt.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Actually amazing.
Now we are back to the civilization
Yes.
with all the tourists.
Ah,
Very nice, yeah.
Like the tourist area is still very nice. It is very beautiful. Just a little overpriced and very, very full. But still very, very beautiful.
Please explain your very smart purchase, Christina.
Hello ladies and gentlemen. We became the victims of a typical souvenir of Venice. We bought this amazing mask.
But I think it's very nice. It looks very good.
And we want to tell you something about Venice, what we just read about Venice. There are some problems with the people here because not many people can live here anymore because it's actually all just made for tourists, the hotels and everything. So there's a big, like, how could we say, a big
Crisis, a decline in population of Venetian
yes.
people.
So that was it with the information of Venice from the
Austrian curry.
Austrian Korea.
So, after 2 hours, finally we found a restaurant, had a dinner.
Yes, which was okay, I would say. It was not that good. It was not a good restaurant, I would say.
Yeah, surprisingly, it's an Italian restaurant, but Bangladeshi cook and Indian server.
Yes.
And that's the case with most of the shops here. Actually, a lot of souvenir shops, they're owned by Desi people, Indian, Bangladeshi,
True,
Pakistani,
actually,
yeah.
But yeah, we are full now. We are recharged again. We just bought some souvenirs for home. And yeah, now
Then
we are...
to dock
True. Now we
Yes.
are on our way.
to
a
find a pub actually. A little bit more lively place, let's see.
So we actually sat down next to the gondolas now and bought 2 local beers. And we will drink our 2 beers now and then we'll go to a pub and then we'll go home. But we enjoy our beer now.
So, it's been an
Yes.
hour since we were sitting on the docks. We are back to the city now,
Yes.
but
And
we are not
we-
going to the pub.
Yes. We decided we will not go out to the pub anymore because we have a long drive ahead and we
Yeah.
are exhausted. Yes, but it was amazing. Like in my
Beautiful
opinion,
day.
I think
Beautiful
Venice
weather,
is amazing.
good food. Everything what they talk about Venice is actually true.
That's true. It's very, very beautiful.
So, we'll wrap up for today. See you next week.
Yes. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Good night.